think the top brass...
Don't let down the home.
Being a synth has never really bothered me. Honestly, I don't even think about it anymore. Oh, look who's back.
Nick Valentine. Oh, look at you.
Well, ain't that a blast from the past? Thought the Commonwealth might have finally gotten you.
Oh, it's trying. Believe me. I'm just glad to see you recognize me after all these years. New scars, new creases.
You know, from this angle, it doesn't look half bad.
I guess I'll have to take your word for it. Either way, I think I'll sit down again.
Sure, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you. So, I take it this is your new partner?
That's right.
Pleased to meet you. Name's Joanna Roberts. Ellie here tells me we've got you to thank for pulling Nick out of a hole. Glad to see he's got a new partner watching his back.
Nice to meet you.
I suppose you heard the radio broadcast and you're wondering who the heck I am. Well, short version is, I was Nick's first partner, way back when. See, my dad was mayor when Nick came to town, about 50 years ago now. Gave him this place, let him stay, even if the folks weren't too keen on it at first.
Hell, I'd vote for him again.
And I'm sure he'd do the same thing again. Not like he had much choice. See, did my fair share of stupid things back then, I don't mind saying. Lucky for me, my knight in plastic armor showed up just in time.
Beep, beep, beep.
And here's Ellie telling me you have a lousy memory. Yeah, no way my dad was gonna turn Nick away after that. Of course, it took me a long time to convince Nick to turn this into an agency, start charging caps for folks coming through the door. Even longer to convince him to make me his partner. But I guess that's a story for another time.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, you two are probably scratching your heads wondering what I'm doing here. Well, it's about Riley, Nick.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's such a long time ago. I wouldn't expect people to remember. See, before I left Diamond City, there was this fella I was with. He had 2 boys, Riley and Kyle. Guess you could say I was a mother to them, or as close to one as I could be. For a while, anyway. Till things didn't go so good. Moved up north, about 25 years ago now. Ended up in this place called Milton. Didn't tell them where I was headed. Haven't seen them since. Don't ask why. Then about a week ago, this trader's at a bar in Milton telling everyone about someone pulling a gun on his brother here in DC because he thought he was a synth. Story is, Kyle was about to pull the trigger, but the guards got him first. Said they had no choice.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. Kyle was always the more hot-headed one. Anyway, figure I'm the closest thing to family Riley's got now. Decide to come back down. And now, no one's got the first damn idea where he is. Like he's just vanished into thin air. Look, Ellie told me about everything you've been through with your son and your wife. How you tracked down the son of a bitch that killed her. I don't know this place as well as you two. Not anymore. I just want to know what's happened to him. Maybe tell him a few things before it's too late, you know? So, what do you say? Can you help?
Count on it.
Don't worry. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Thank you. Both of you.
What else can you tell me?
Well, you can probably guess I didn't make the trip down here all by my lonesome. I've got well, I guess you could call her an apprentice. Teaching her the gunsmith trade. Name's Caitlin Harris. Lived down here in Diamond City for a bit a couple of years ago. Maybe you remember her. Anyway, we've been asking around since we arrived. All anyone can say is they remember the argument. And then the next day, that's it. He's gone. We checked his house. Nothing there. Just hoping there's some, I don't know, trace he left out there somewhere. And Ellie, you saw him in the market heading for the gates? What was it you said?
He was obviously upset, but he was also in a hurry, like he couldn't stand just waiting around. And then he was gone.
Caitlin, come in. Meet Nick's new partner.
Hey, good to meet you.
Did you find anything?
Maybe. Just spoke to this guard who said Riley was making a lot of trips to the sluice before he disappeared. Said he was paid to help him get there on his days off.
The sluice? The heck's that?
It's one of the newer settlements. Only got started after McDonough became mayor. Built into a big sewer junction down by the river.
Well, doesn't that just sound like paradise?
Yeah, it's a tough neighborhood. Northeast a ways. You get used to seeing people from all walks of life.
Still more orderly than good, neighbor.
You know anything about these folks?
No, never heard of them.
They're pretty tight-knit. Tend to keep themselves to themselves. They're not really the sort of place Diamond City types bother with. Might as well be another Vault 81 or Oberlin Station or something.
Well, sounds like as good as lead as any. I say we check it out.
You should rest up. We can handle this.
Damn it, Kate, I'm fine.
You need more time.
You all right?
Yeah, fine. Long road is all.
We'll be back before you know it. Trust me.
All right. But let the detectives take the lead. And Nick, look after her, okay?
You got it.
Good. You got any more questions? Now's the time.
What do you know about him?
Well, I've known the kid since he was 11 years old. Although, last time I saw him he was 17, and that was about 25 years ago. So yeah, alright, maybe I don't know everything about him. Heard some things from traders every now and then. Never married, no kids. Worked as a mechanic, handyman, that kind of thing. Just him and Kyle, really.
What exactly is this place?
The sluice? Well, like I said, it's one of those settlements that sprang up after McDonough got in. A bit like the Slog, if you've ever been there. Folks who left Diamond City, but who weren't really keen on good neighbor, you know? Except it's a sewer, not a swimming pool, so, you know, no tarberries.
What if he's a synth?
Yeah, don't think I hadn't thought about that. Well, I guess that's part of the job, isn't it? Find out what happened. Find out whether Kyle was onto something. Lots of folks in this city like to talk. But that's all that ever seems to be. Hopefully you'll actually find something useful at this other place.
That's all.
Okay then. I guess I'll head over to the dugout for now. I'll see you there when you get back.
Here, let me put the sluice on your map. By the way, that guard I mentioned earlier seemed like he might know more. Maybe you'll have more luck getting him to open up than I did. I can point him out as we go. Should be in the market somewhere. Either way, I'll follow your lead.
Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back.
Good luck.
Oh, before I forget, here. It's a little program that'll let you track my Pip-Boy in case you can't find me. Might be useful.
So, what's your story?
Me? Not much to tell. Just a friend of Joanna's. We run a gun store up in Milton together. I do trade runs down here every now and then, so I figured I could help.
Uh-huh. Anything else you wanted to tell me?
Huh? Oh, this? Yeah. I'm not from a vault, if that's what you're wondering. Not like you. We saw that interview you did in the paper a ways back. Can't imagine what all this must be like for you.
Where did you live?
Oh, here and there. Traveling and trading, you know. It's not really important.
That's all.
Okay.
Diamond City, sir.
There's the guard. Red hair by the needle stand. Up to you, though.
Swada can hit. Boom.
Whatever you want. I ain't got time. I heard there was some crazy stuff going down at that old lunatic.
Fuck's sake. Yes.
Hey, officer.
Fuck's sake. I'm off duty now. Ah, Christ, it's you again. What? She's hired you guys now? I already told her everything. I helped him get to the sluice a few times. That's it. I didn't know he was a goddamn synth.
He was a synth?
You kidding me? Gets found out by his brother, then hightails it out of the city? You don't do that unless you got something to hide. Thought you were supposed to be some kind of detective. But, like I said, I didn't know. I just got him to the sluice. That's all.
Why?
Why? Because DC Sec pay is a fucking joke, that's why. Goddamn city council making me babysit a synth so I can pay the fucking rent.
Sounds rough.
Damn straight it's rough. Post outside the wall by myself? Are they fucking kidding? If I'm heading out there, they ought to be pouring out the caps, you know? Glad someone gets it. Alright, you want to know about Riley? Truth is, there ain't much to say. Guy wanted to go to the sluice a few times. Trading, or whatever. Except I guess he didn't want to go with any of the trading caravans. Asked me in the dugout one night if I'd be an extra gun on the trip. Why me? I don't know. Probably the first guy he saw. Caps were good, so I figured, well, why not? Was making a pretty pile right up until his brother calls him out. Maybe they're all synths over there and he's hiding with them, I don't know. All he ever told me was he was just trading for parts.
What kind of parts?
I don't know, I think he said something about vacuum tubes or something. Copper, a Geiger counter.
A Geiger counter?
Right? Asked if I'd sell him one. It's a sewer, but it ain't that bad down there. But that's the real game, ain't it? Scavenging, selling vacuum tubes and Geiger counters. Anyway, that's all I know. And if you find him, don't bring him back. If he means that much to you, go stay there instead. We don't need any more synths in the city, capiche?
Not a lot to go on. Hopefully we'll know more when we get to the sluice.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Kate,
Everything okay?
never mind.
Okay.
Hey, Valentine.
Let's get going.
How are we doing, Nick?
Got no major complaints at the moment.
Never mind.
New issue
Hey, I
of
heard
comic
it.
occurrences. View from the vault. Out. That is
see you again, Nick.
Good to see you too.
Marty?
Dead. I've never been a fan of mutant hospitality.
Mutants? God. I mean, the guy was a creep, but still. Ugh. Hope we don't run into any.
That makes two of us.
Okay, this is it. So I'm guessing you were expecting a sewer drain or something instead of an old gun store. But, well, it'll make a lot more sense once we're inside.
How do you know all of this?
I used to do a bit of trading here before I moved to Milton. Been a couple of years though, so no idea if they remember me. They can be pretty touchy if they don't know you. But they know you, right, Nick? They'll let you in?
Sure. That shouldn't be too much trouble.
Great.
Who are these people?
Just folks trying to get along. Ghouls, anyone else that didn't make the cut under McDonough, or didn't want to. But don't be surprised if you have a couple of turrets pointed at you when you walk in. They've got good reason to be cautious out here.
All right, let's go.
Okay, just hit the buzzer.
Can't pick this.
Not gonna happen, pal. Just turn around and head on back to Diamond City.
You and Nick know each other?
Yeah, we do. That's why you ain't coming in.
There's something bothering you?
Damn straight there is. We don't need any more problems around here. You got us in deep as it is.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, don't bother, Nick. We ain't letting you in.
Oh.
It's never easy for us, is it? Well, look who it is.
Oh, we're gonna gut you, Valentine! We're gonna gut you good for what you did to my Skinny!
So this is the sort you're taking up with now? Thought you had more sense than this.
Oh, that's it. Everyone get him!
Hey, I'm the one in charge here.
You got something to say to me?
You come into my house, shoot up my guys? You're lucky I'm so compassionate.
Oh no, not again.
You. My life really hit the bottom when you showed up.
What?
What are you doing out here?
My crew threw me out of the vault. Me! Skinny Malone!
Well, you keep inviting trouble, it's gonna pay you a visit.
Not after we take over the sewer. Then we're gonna hit...
What do you mean your life hit the bottom?
Darla, I'm handling this.
Who the fuck's Darla?
Would you two knock it off?
Nick? Who is this guy?
Skinny Malone, mob boss. Oh, I stand corrected.
You smug, overconfident ass. Time to give you both the hard goodbye.
Who the fuck's Darla?
All right, let's bury these assholes.
Hey, Larson. We got a situation out here.
Whoa, whoa, let's calm down and talk about this.
You stalling on me? Ice 'em. Huh?
Let's get out there.
So, you must be the infamous vault dweller I've been hearing about.
you were smarter than this.
Barely here 5 seconds, and the place is already a fucking war zone. Guess all the stories about you are true.
Oh? What have you heard?
How about that you and Nick are the reason Malone was running with a bunch of jetheads? Can't believe that fat fuck managed to weasel his way into a raider gang. Asshole was holed up down the street, scoping us out after he got kicked out of the vaults. But I guess he blew his wad when he saw you, huh, Nick?
You keep that kind of talk up, I might just start thinking we're friends.
Well, we might just be if you didn't kick up a whirlwind of shit everywhere you go. It's because of you we had these jokers here in the first place. And then there's everything going on in the pipes.
Go on.
Why don't you go down and see for yourself?
Wait, you're letting them in?
I took out Malone. Mason's gonna want to hear that. Might as well hear it from his old buddy. Head on in and down to the sluice. I'll let Mason know you're coming.
Wait, we're looking for someone. His name's Riley Jones from Diamond City. Do you know him?
Never heard of him.
But someone said that he was here a lot. Trading and...
Said I've never heard of him. Either of you heard of a Riley Jones?
No.
Nope.
Anyone who comes from Diamond City comes through that door. Trust me, we'd know. Anyway, like I said, you want to know what's going on down there? Go talk to Mason. The door's unlocked. You never know. Maybe he's heard of this Riley guy.
Thanks. I'll go talk to him.
Head downstairs. You'll find the sluice through the basement.
All right. Let's head inside. After you.
Everything okay?
You know it. Didn't even break a sweat.
Nice.
Nick's got a couple of friends he's gonna take to the pipes. You gonna let them through?
Fine. As long as they don't cause any trouble.
Better do as she says. Head on down.
I feel like we were just days away from an attack. Thanks again, friend.
Well, hello.
No bad guys are getting in while I'm on watch.
Hey, Jackson! Let him through!
Through the hall. Okay. I've seen that.
These people. And I've never heard of this Mason before. Ugh, let's just see what happens.
Now more than my share of love.
You stay out of everything with the cops.
There's a new order in one. All the tunnels around here belong to us. We should be great. Shit.
Sure, you talk big, but we know y'all ain't got the crew to take us. He ain't that crazy.
We're recruiting. Now on, anybody in our territories.
Right back at you then. We can smoke you right now just for being here.
You want to kill everyone you're supposed to be looking after. You get out of my way.
Yeah, what's going on?
We've got some visitors.
Nick Valentine. Why the hell did Lawson let you down here? Really? And I'm guessing you're the same friend that got Nick out of Park Street, right?
That's right.
Look, you know we love you, Nick, but you need to know things ain't been good down here since you went down by that vault. You know who's running Park Street now? Hey, Nick, you heard what I said?
You all right, Nick?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
You kinda blanked out there for a second.
Did I? Detection system must be on the fritz. What'd I miss?
I said, do you know who's running Park Street now?
Go on.
Luca Petrelli.
Oh.
Damn right, oh. We could get things straight with Malone, but Petrelli, he want all these tunnels to himself. All the scavenging, all the routes around the city, everything. And if he's building up his crew, I don't know. Maybe he'll make a play for the sluice as well. Either way, Petrelli's goons told us everything that went down in Park Street. And it sounds like they got you to thank for being on top now.
Now that's not...
Yeah, it is, Nick. Yeah, it is. Sometimes you just gotta leave shit alone. You don't gotta help everybody who asks. You need to be more like them detectives in the comic books. Get your ass drunk all the time and don't do nothing. Especially if they got something wrong with you.
Not an option.
And ain't that just the problem? Always taking on the next case. That why you're here then? So what is it? Who missing this time?
A man named Riley. Riley Jones. He's a mechanic from Diamond City. Do you know him?
The only Riley I know isn't a man and isn't from Diamond City. Lawson and McCoy check everybody coming in upstairs. If they don't know him, he hasn't been here.
Why would that guard lie to us? Unless... maybe he was using a different name?
Huh.
He's about 40. White, brown hair...
Doesn't exactly narrow it down, sister. What's his story anyway?
His brother was killed recently. His mom wants to know if he's safe.
Another day in the wasteland, huh? All right. You want to ask around? Go ahead. Don't like the idea of somebody putting on a fake name around here, though. Most folks here haven't been to Diamond City in years. A lot of them ain't never been. So if this guy's a plain-ass, keep-himself-to-himself type, we wouldn't know.
Don't worry. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Now, I'm hoping you will. You got any other questions?
Who are you people exactly?
Just people. Some from good neighbors, some from smaller settlements, some living in the tunnels their whole lives.
Why would you choose to live in a place like this?
Safer than being up there. Especially now with the Brotherhood thinking they own the place. Or at least it was until we had Malone trying to bust in upstairs and Petrelli leaning on us down here. But I guess we've been through all that already.
How come people here don't get sick?
You mean because it's a sewer? Well, there ain't been that much shit running through here for 200 years. Water just come in from the river. Radiation isn't as bad as long as you ain't planning on swimming down here. Just hoping that glowing crate across the river ain't gonna be a problem.
Who is this guy?
Petrelli. He's trouble. Been running gangs for decades. Used to operate out of Good Neighbor until Vic took over. Nobody knew where he went.
Some people thought he was dead. But I guess not. After you and Nick did your thing at Park Street, looks like he moved in. Guy's unhinged, if you believe the rumors. Kills his own men if they look at him funny. Obsessed with building his empire back up. Doesn't care who he buries to do it. And now he's on our doorstep. So thanks for that.
I don't have any more questions.
Okay then.
Hey, Mason. Looks like those guys are gone. We're gonna go fix up those turrets now.
Right. Okay then, Nick. Do what you gotta do. Just don't cause any more problems while I'm out.
Wait, you said most people here hadn't been to Diamond City, but there used to be a lot of people who lived there, right? Where's Lloyd and Ashley and Marlowe and those people?
Been a while since you come down here. They ain't around no more. All right, let's move out.
Seems charms at a premium down here. You better get to know the major players here in town. There must be a clue around here somewhere.
I know Fred, the guy up there who vouched for us just now. Mind if we talk to him first? I want to know why a bunch of people aren't here anymore.
Sure.
By the way, while you were talking to that guy, I wrote up a quick description of Riley that we can show people. Should make things easier.
I used to live in Diamond City. Okay, let's get these turrets up and running. We'll let Faisal and...
I'd sleep a lot easier if we had some more defenses set up.
Years on that one. We've still got a few more we can swap out.
Sure.
Hey there. Thanks for taking care of those raiders. Larson was sure they were gonna try to shoot their way in here any day now. Don't know if they would have succeeded, but luckily we don't have to find out.
Happy to help.
Glad to hear it.
At least you're safe now.
Caitlin, I thought that was you. Been a long time. How's life on the road?
Good. I ended up staying in Milton. Found a new teacher. Speaking of which, what happened to Ashley? And Lloyd? That guy, Mason, he said they weren't here anymore.
Been a few changes since you were here last. Marlowe and a whole bunch of folks from Diamond City decided they didn't want to live in the sewers anymore. Ended up heading down to Quincy. And that was only a few months before, you know, everything that went on down there, so...
God.
Yeah. Not many Diamond City folks left here. Mary, Ben, a few others. Larson and Michelle and some others are from one of the farms before the Minutemen fell apart. Sorry. I didn't mean to...
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Go on.
Yeah. And then there's some people from Good Neighbor, some from as far up as Salem, and then Mason's from D.C., you know, the capital wasteland.
What about you?
Me? Well, I'm pretty much from right down here. Found shelter in the tunnels after the bombs dropped, just like Ponzi over there.
Hey.
There's always been a few settlements here and there in the sewers and the subway tunnels over the years, but none of them ever lasted very long.
Always had to be ready to pack up and go at any moment.
Luckily, it's easy to stay hidden in miles of tunnels when the bandits come calling, or worse. But it was only when the folks from Diamond City and Good Neighbor got pushed here that we actually made something to last. And here we are. So, what do you think of
Nice place you got here.
Thank you. After the last 200 years, I'd say it's something to be proud of. At least it doesn't smell too bad down here anymore. Or so I'm told. So, what brings you to the sluice?
Here. What do you know about him?
Don't know anyone named Riley. We're usually open to traders, apart from the last couple of days. Description sounds like a couple of people I've seen come and go, but I can't really say for sure. If he was trading, try asking Griffiths and McMurray. They trade general goods by the big pipe. Either side of the water. Just try not to get caught up in one of their fights. Other than that, there's the bar across the way, the cam and equipment stores either side, or Mary in the clinic just below it. I know Larson and McCoy keep records of things going on up top, so you might find something there as well. I'm afraid that's all I've got.
Thank you. That is helpful.
Sure thing. Well, I'd better get back to it. Good luck.
Caitlin,
What's up?
you holding up okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks.
Sounds like you've been through some tough times.
Guess you picked up on that when we were talking to Fred. My dad was a Minuteman. But he's gone now. And this was long before Quincy, so...
I understand how you feel. I lost someone too.
Yeah. I don't really want to talk about it. Let's just focus on the case. Thanks.
Your thoughts?
Looks like a lot of people I was counting on for help aren't around anymore. Hopefully someone can put us on his trail.
That's all.
Okay.
Bye.
Everything okay?
Never mind.
Okay.
Hey, Valentine.
You need something?
You okay?
I told you I'm fine.
How are we doing, Nick?
Got no major complaints at the moment.
How are we doing, Nick?
Got no major complaints at the moment.
Never mind.
Talk to Roberta if you're looking for camps. Next energy.
I'm telling you, there's no way this ends well.
Would you relax, Howie?
He doesn't have to attack us, he just has to choke us out. If we can't go anywhere, we can't access any. We're done.
Oh, come on. No way in hell he's got the men to watch all the tunnels.
Didn't you hear him? They're recruiting.
And just who the hell is he gonna recruit?
Nah, no. But it doesn't sound good.
Well, look who it is. There's a whole bunch of folks here who want to talk to you.
I have some questions first.
To hell with your questions. Luca Petrelli doesn't send a message like that unless he means it. We're gonna end up fucked because of you.
Oh, come on. As if they'd have known. And I remember you whooping and hollering along with everybody else when you heard what happened to Malone.
Yeah, and I was saying we should have gone straight into the vault and taken it ourselves.
You know how fast Petrelli got in. He'd have killed anyone in there.
Exactly. But we can defend this place. He gotta be crazy to try something here.
He is crazy, that's the problem. And Howard's right. Petrelli's not the kind to just sit around now that he's back in the game. He's gonna want everything. Everywhere we scavenge, every access point to Diamond City and Bunker Hill, everything we need to survive.
That's right. You get rid of one problem, all you're gonna get is something worse.
You really gonna put that on him? Let me ask you something. You know who Luca Petrelli is? Ever heard of him before you got here?
No, never heard of him.
Well, there you go.
That doesn't absolve them of any responsibility. Anyway, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about Nick. Mesa was right just now, sticking your nose into everything. Don't you have an off switch or something?
You talk that way to everyone who lends you a hand?
Yeah, you didn't hear Fred just now? They got rid of Malone.
Yeah? Why was he out there in the first place?
Exactly. I don't even know why Larson let them down here. They shouldn't be here.
Hell yeah. Let's kick him out.
Jonah, sit down before you hurt yourself.
No, he's got a point. Let's kick them out.
Oh,
Yeah,
screw
get
you,
out of here,
Howard.
Nick.
You'd
Not
still be
gonna happen.
pissing yourself down here wondering when those guys were gonna move on us.
And you'd be happy
Yeah,
to get us
kick
all
him out.
killed.
Shut the hell up, Jonah.
All right, that's enough. I say we put it to a vote. Sound fair? Everyone who thinks Nick and his friends should stay, say aye.
Aye.
Well, that sounds like most of you to me. Looks like you folks are staying. Now you boys set your piece, okay? You want to carry on, you take it outside.
This is a mistake. We're all gonna get fucked. One way or another.
Sorry about that. Been a lot of talk about you and Nick the last few days. But I'm betting you've already been through all of that with Larson. Anyway, welcome to the sluice.
Can I ask you some questions?
What do you want to know?
I'm looking for someone.
Don't know anyone named Riley. How about you guys? Know anyone called Riley? 40s, brown hair?
No. Where's he from?
Diamond City.
Well, obviously I haven't been there in years. That's gonna be true for a lot of us. Can't say I remember anyone called Riley. It was a busy place back then. Too many people to know everyone by name.
And you get folks coming through, never giving their name anyways. At least not down here. Up top, McCoy checks everyone coming in. But I'm guessing you asked him already. Makes me wonder what name this Riley gave them then.
Yeah, me too. Anything else?
Says his brother was shot. So, what's the story?
His brother, Kyle, was about to kill him because he thought he was a synth. Guards shot him before he had a chance.
Jesus Christ.
You know, I think one of the caravan guards said something about someone turning on his brother in Diamond City. That was a while ago, though. Don't think he mentioned any names or nothing.
So is he
Huh?
a synth?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Honestly, I'm not surprised. There's something about that city that gets people turning on their neighbors. No more ghouls to point your fingers at, so now you just think everyone's a synth.
That's completely different. Synths are actually a threat. You never know when one of them's going to snap and come after you.
That's exactly what they said about us.
Well, everyone's saying the Institute's been destroyed now, so at least we don't need to worry about that no more. Anything else?
Says he was trading. Copper, vacuum tubes, and a Geiger counter.
Huh. The hell's he gonna do with all that?
Scavving, maybe? Check the radiation in the tunnels as you go.
By himself? Sorry, Nick. If he's gone and done that, you ain't gonna find him.
Either way, if he was trading, you can try asking at the stalls. Sounds like McMurray and Griffiths might be your best shot.
Just know, they're having another one of their fights over there.
About what?
Smashing up the other's robot or stealing it or whatever. I don't know. It's always something.
Well, guess that's all we know. Anything else?
Tell me more about this town of yours.
Janice? You know the history better than we do.
Anyone else then I might take that as an insult. Well, I guess you could say the sluice has been here in one way or another for 200, 210 years, whatever it's been. Started out as a bunch of camps all along the tunnels after the bombs dropped. There's a few of us here from back then. Me, Fred, and Bonesy over there with the turrets. Amanda. We're pretty much the only ones who remember what it was like back then. And you're probably going to roll your eyes, and I know Andy will, but the stuff going on now, it isn't anything like what it was then. Back at the beginning. Seeing the whole world turn upside down. Seeing what people were really like when everything changed. All those wires straining to hold us up, snapping away, one after the other, until the whole thing comes crashing down. Seeing people turn feral and then turn into ghouls. Things you never forget. Gunners, the Institute, Petrelli, they've never kept me up at night. Never will.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah. So, like I said, there were a bunch of shelters and camps down here. You couldn't ever really stay in one place for too long, though. First it was the other camps coming after you, then it was the things coming out of the dark. After a while, people started going back to the surface. So did some of the monsters. Actually got a bit safer down here. People started building more permanent settlements. But it was still just a few tents and bits of scrap. That was the last I saw of it until I went up top and ended up in Diamond City. Then I'm sure you know about what happened with McDonough. We made it to good neighbor, but living under Vic and his gang wasn't much better than living with the bigots. A bunch of us who knew about this place came back, did a deal with the folks already living here, and built up this place to what it is now. Sorry. I know you asked about the sluice rather than a life story, but there it is.
Fred told us a lot of people left for Quincy. Marlo and Ashley and Lloyd.
Yeah. The sluice was just the first place we could go, but it's not for everyone. Marlo was the one who convinced lots of people to start again in Quincy. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah.
Wow. Really bringing things down, Janice.
Yeah, sorry.
Maybe it ain't for everyone, but there's plenty good reasons to live here. You got routes to Bunker Hill and Diamond City without bumping into raiders, as long as you know which tunnels to stick to. Scavenging in all the tunnels and subways, at least the ones that ain't already taken over. Plenty of places out there that people ain't been to in years.
It's also cleaner than it used to be with water coming in from the Charles. We're just hoping that doesn't change after that explosion up the river.
Well, guess that's about it. Anything else?
What can you tell me about this gang?
Well, you probably got the gist of it by now. Bunch of thugs clutching their machine guns who've moved into that vault at Park Street. Skinny Malone leaned on us a bit, but truth is, he was asking for so little, it was easier just to give it to him. He knew he didn't have the crew to try nothing else. You ask me, he didn't have the balls for it neither. But Petrelli, that's a whole different story. He's been in the game a long time. Everything from chems to, well, you name it. Had an empire stretching half the wealth. But he disappeared a few years ago. Don't know why. Nobody knew where he went.
Guess he wasn't just biding his time. Got the perfect opportunity when he heard about what happened to Malone. The problem is he's far worse than Malone. Back when he was running things, you'd see bodies strung up all over Boston. Probably doesn't seem like such a big deal now with all the raiders that came in from out west, but back when the Minutemen were around, it was a constant reminder. Anyone who crossed Petrelli didn't do what he wanted, didn't talk to him the right way, or didn't look at him the right way. So, Howard's right about one thing. Petrelli wouldn't have sent those guys for the hell of it. He sends you a message. He means it.
Yeah, but he ain't got the crew he used to. So, I'd say all he's got these days is messages.
Well, let's hope.
Anyway, you got anything else?
Can you help me get the lay of the land of this place?
Sure can. Most of what you need's in the main area here. You got all the traders. Weapons, chems, general goods. Fred's workshop across the way. You got the bar, of course. Drinks down here, rooms upstairs. Talk to Casey if you need to spend the night. Then you got the east and west sections. East is below you with the clinic and hydroponics. Access to Bunker Hill too. West is on the other side if you want to get to Diamond City. That's about it.
What do you have to drink?
More than you might think. We found a truck full of booze in one of the tunnels not too long ago, so plenty of options.
Plenty of Mirelurk too, if you're hungry.
Want to take a look?
I'll take a look, sure. Hey there.
Hope you don't have to end up in the tunnels to find this fella you're after.
Back again, huh? What can I get you?
Maybe later.
Well, later then.
Hey.
Mason's making a mistake letting you stay here.
I always figured this place was too good to be true. It was only a matter of time before some asshole like you fucked it up for us.
Hey, you don't get to talk to me like that.
You're in my shop, in my town. So yeah, I damn well get to talk to you like that. We had it good with Malone and his crew. A tiny bit of protection money and he left us alone. We had the gun store entrance covered, they had Park Street covered. No chance of anyone up top messing with this place when we had the vault batting for us. Hell, we'd have paid even more for that. And now? Now, we got that same vault cutting us off from the tunnels and threatening to gun down anyone they find in there. And you wanna know why? Because people like you just can't mind your own damn business. You always gotta get up to something. You always gotta get involved. You and Nick. Seen people like you before. Get your caps, get your thrills, but to hell with everyone else. Right?
It's not that simple, and you know it.
I did what I had to.
Yeah, that's what people like you always say.
People like that vault dweller.
Sandra.
No, it's fine. I want him to hear this. See, there's this farm where we lived a couple of years back, west of here, over by a dam next to some railway tracks. 9 of us growing potatoes, mut fruit, that kind of thing. Then one day this fellow shows up, says he's from the vault nearby, wearing one of those ridiculous jumpsuits. Says he's out looking to make a difference, whatever the hell that means. Asks us who we are, what we're doing there, so we get to talking. Tell him farming's okay, except we've got some raiders camped out on the other end of the dam. Didn't think anything of it other than just telling him what life was like, seeing as he was asking. Next day we hear gunfire across the river. Then the raiders come marching across the dam, dragging the vault dweller behind them, legs shot to pieces. Said he took out 5 of them before they blew his knees out. Said we were the ones who sent him, so they were here to even the score. They didn't listen when we told them we had nothing to do with it. Left 4 of us alive. Just pure luck who they picked and who they didn't. Made us watch as they burned the place to the ground. Then they slit his throat and moved on somewhere else. All because he couldn't just stay in that damn vault. And neither could you.
My God.
I'm sorry to hear that you suffered.
Yeah, it can be a real, monstrous world.
Point is, whoever this guy is that you're looking for, someone's going to pay for it. They always do. Even if you think you're doing the right thing. But you won't stop because you can't. You need the thrill, or the adventure, or whatever the hell it is. So don't ask us to help you, because we won't. And that's all we gotta say about it.
Look, for what it's worth, I get why you're wary of us with everything going on. But all we're trying to do is find someone who might be in trouble. And even if you don't want to answer our questions, then at least let us trade. We still need supplies, ammo, all that stuff. And I know you don't want to pass up on our caps, right? So what do you say?
Bit of a hustler, aren't you? Can't lie. We could do with the caps. after the lockdown and everything.
Yeah, and why did we have the lockdown in the first place?
Either way, we're the ones who got rid of those guys outside. That's gotta count for something, right?
No harm in trading, I guess. Right?
Fine. We ain't gonna answer your questions, but we've got no problem taking your money.
Thank you.
Not bad.
Just tell me where to go and who to talk to.
Hey, your friend is the reason we're even talking at all. Don't push it.
What kind of things do you sell?
Weapons and ammo. My wife does armor. After those raiders, we figured we'd learn how to defend ourselves better. And make some caps out of it. So you want to take a look or what?
Let's see what you have.
Yes?
Hope Ben pulls through. Something
So, fresh face. What brings you to our beautiful town then?
I'm looking for someone.
Oh, aye. No, I don't know anybody named Riley. Trader, huh? There's a few guys I've sold to that look like your man. Trouble is, all my records were kept on my bot, which, as you can see, is foobar. Fucked up beyond all repair. I wonder who did that then, eh? Buggering up the lieutenant. Hey! I know you're the one who nicked Penelope! Give her back! I've no idea what you're talking about, mate. Anyway, you're not supposed to be shagging robots. It's no good for you. I never... Oh, I'm gonna find out what you did to her, Ian. Mark my words. What's that? I can't hear you over all that oil in your lips. Ah! What a dafty.
What happened?
Someone messed with the lieutenant here. I don't know exactly what he did, but now it's no working. Of course, I don't have any proof, so Mason's no willing to get off his arse and do something about it. I don't suppose you could take a look at the old fella. Maybe he can help you lot find this bloke you're after.
I suppose I can take a look.
Oh, nice one! I'll throw in some caps your way if you can get them up and running. Just make sure you know what you're doing, okay?
Hey there.
All sorts for sale.
Never mind.
Suit yourself then.
Hey there.
All sorts for sale.
Tell me more about this town of yours.
Well, let me put it this way. Everybody wants a roof over their heads, right? Well, we've got the biggest fucking roof in the Commonwealth. The walls could be further apart, sure, but can I complain about the roof? Anyway, you looking to trade or what?
So, what's your story?
Oh, you know, flew here 200 years ago for a wedding. All the flights get cancelled, and then the wedding did. Found shelter in the subway tunnels. I ended up in this beautiful town with this beautiful stall. Speaking of, you gonna buy something or what?
What do you sell here?
All sorts. Plenty of scrap to be found down here if you know where to look. A real gold mine, some would say.
Let's see what you've got.
If you're interested,
Excuse me.
there's a room
Yo.
sale next to the Blowing Gun.
Is it drafty in here? Or is it just me?
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope. I should have known better than to count on the Minutemen for help.
Hey, dude, you got any beers? I can really do with some beers.
Looks like we got another freak just won't fit in.
Heard you talking to the chief. Hell of a lot to throw on you and Nick, blaming you for 114. The way I see it, a thorn in the ass is a thorn in the ass. We shouldn't have to put up with either. Besides, anyone who saves Nick's Rusty behind is a friend in my book. And I'm not kidding about the rust. Saw you choke in front of Mason. How you holding up?
Rusty joints, patched power couplings, and don't even get my secretary started whenever I tell her I literally have a screw loose.
Heh, I know the feeling. Not exactly in factory condition myself. So, I'm guessing you're gonna ask about this guy you're looking for? Or is there something else you want to know?
What do you know about him?
Zip. Never heard of him before. But if he's from Diamond City, I'd ask the people who used to live there. Mary in the clinic, Amanda upstairs, Ben wherever he is. Like Mason said, everyone else from Diamond City up and left. But that was before I got here, so you're better off asking someone else if you want to know the story. The only other person I can point you to is Finch. He used to be one of the proud and the padded at DC Security. He's got a date with some buyers for the stuff we're cooking here, but he should have closed things up by now. I was just about to head down there and see what's what. You want to come with? See what he knows?
I think I remember Finch. He's an okay guy. Fingers crossed he can help us.
Sure.
Follow me, then. Just give me some room to get past. And you ought to bring Nick and your friend with you. Security'll be less on edge if you're all together.
Hi.
Let's go see what's up with Finch.
So you and Nick took out Malone's entire crew? Damn.
Hi, how are you? Things are a lot better.
Hey, Terry. What gives? Finch back yet?
Nope.
So what's taking so long?
And how the hell should I know? I just drag it out on price. You know how it goes.
But never this long.
Jeez. You want to find him, be my guest.
Not me, but these detectives want to talk to him. And Finch could probably do with the backup.
Now, you know he's not in there by himself, right? Price has it covered. Anyway, no outsiders in the access tunnels. You remember that, right?
Mason's given them free rein. And what's the harm in some extra backup? You want to be the one who takes the fall in case something's gone wrong?
Christ's sake, fine. If anything happens, I'm making sure Mason knows it was your idea.
You do that. So where's the meat? Boylston? Okay. Head down the access tunnel here and then take the second left. Price is the deputy security head in this section. He can be a bit prickly, so be warned. Hopefully, you can talk him into taking you to the meet, or at least letting you into the pipes. Finch and a few other guards are selling some of our chems to... well, no point being coy about it. We might as well call them a raider gang. Never had problems with them before, so there's no reason to think there should be any now, but you never know. And make sure you, Nick, and your client are together when you go down there. Security won't like it if you're splitting up.
Got it.
Okay. I'll be back at the shop. Let me know what happens.
What? You're not going in there?
I've got things to do, and you and Price should have gone in already.
You just said there's no problems.
I said you never know. See you later.
Hi.
There you are. Had to see it to believe it. So, what you got for us this time, Nicky boy? You want us to empty our pockets, or how about we just bend over and let you go nuts, huh?
If I were able.
You fucking jackass. They really did program you to be an asshole, didn't they?
Are there any machines you can't charm?
So, what about you, huh? You're the one who rescued this damsel in distress?
Ease up there, pal, or we're gonna have a problem.
We already got one, you fucking moron. Damn straight. It's because of you two we got shit-scared caravans cutting us out of their trade routes. And scavvers who can't go into the fucking pipes without catching a bullet to the head. Which all adds up to us getting seriously fucked. It's only going to be a matter of time before we're squeezed out down here. And that's assuming Petrelli doesn't just try and annex this whole damn place. So whatever it is you're doing here, how about you drop it and fuck off back to Diamond City?
Not gonna happen.
Mason said we could stay.
I don't give a shit what Mason said. He's out in the pipes. I'm not. So, it's up to you, Nick. You and your buddy's gonna walk home or float home.
What, you suddenly decide you don't have enough scars?
You son of a...
Guys, that's it. Time's up. What do we do?
Ah, crap. I guess that means we're going in.
What's going on?
Shut the fuck up. It's got nothing to do with you. All right, you two, come with me. Tanya, watch the
Hey!
door.
You don't get to talk to me like that. You don't get to talk to any of us like that.
The fuck did you just say?
Look, I get that you're angry, but nobody knew what was going to happen with that vault. All we want to do is find someone who's gone missing, and Finch might be able to help us. He's the one who's meeting with those raiders, right? If he's in trouble, we can help. You'd be stupid to turn us away.
Check out the balls on this one. She's got a point, though. This could be Petrelli. How many people can we pull off post? All right, fine. It's your mess. You can help clean it up. Jess, you and Tanya, hold the door. You dipshits, come with us. You aching to soak up some bullets? Be my guest. Sounds like a fucking win to me. Let's go, Pinson.
You got spunk.
Jess, get the lock.
Already done.
We need portable radios. Finch could call for backup if he needs it.
Sure. You find me some radios that work down here, and we're good to go.
Kidding me?
The fuck is this? Who the hell you got with you?
What are you doing here?
Some welcome.
Who need the help?
Hey, we agreed. 4 guys only.
I guess we agreed a lot of things, didn't we?
Think you're funny, huh? I told you, things are different now. Whoever's in that vault hit us good. 1,000's the new offer. There's no one else down here you're gonna sell to all at once. Not if your buddies ain't at Park Street anymore.
Don't make like you're important, Royce. You're a dime a dozen.
Oh yeah? Who else you gonna go to? Mandy? Those Adam nut jobs? You gonna schlep that stuff over to Good Neighbor? We're the best shot you got if you want to move those crates. And we ain't leaving without them.
Then don't. Just hand over the 2,000 and we all walk.
You know what? I'm done playing. Hand over the chems, or none of you walk. How's that for a deal?
Pretty damn stupid, if you ask me.
Well, that's the way it's gonna be. So you gonna leave those crates behind? Or are we gonna have us some fun?
Everyone can walk away with their intact.
What the Christ in hell is Nick Valentine doing here?
Tell you later.
What did he say? The hell's a protocol?
It's where you give us what we agreed, jackass.
And there it is, brothers and sisters. Defilers and heretics, peddling their... looting our domain with their contempt for the holy truth.
Damn it.
For those of you who wish to show your devotion, allow me to present your
Fuck are these guys? They got ghoul nut jobs now?
Royce, listen to me. You want to get out of this alive, we gotta work together. We're outnumbered as it is.
What the hell are you talking about? There's only 5 of them.
No, there aren't.
What was that?
We team up. We get through this.
How do I know these aren't just your ghoul friends here to shake us down?
Don't be stupid.
The hell with you. Kill them. Kill them all.
Got him. Looks clear.
Damn it. I killed Finch. Who were those guys anyway? Well, sure as hell looks like they got bigger problems than Petrelli, right?
helping anyone standing around here.
Yeah, you're right. Guess we ought to get back to the sluice. See if someone else knows something.
Hey, what happened? Where's Price?
He didn't make it. We got ambushed by ferals. Finch didn't make it either. I'm sorry.
Shit.
It's those goddamn divided. You gotta tell Mason when he gets back.
Yeah.
You gotta hold it together, Jess. Come on.
Right. Yeah. Thanks for telling us. We'll sit tight for now. Wait for Mason. See what happens.
Nuka-Cola and Mirelurk steak.
You're back. So, what happened?
Guess we ought to give her the news.
We got ambushed out there. Finch didn't make it. I'm sorry.
God damn it. What do you mean ambushed? Ambushed by who? The Raiders?
Ferals. And I think they were some kind of cult.
Fuck's sake, everyone's losing it over Petrelli, and meanwhile we've got those Children of Adam rejects knocking on our door. Oh, look, I'm sure you did what you could, but losing Finch, it's gonna make things even more difficult for us. So is losing out on that deal. We've gotta talk this out with Mason, see what happens next.
Sure. Sorry again.
Hey there. Buying something? Never mind.
Damn proud of him.
Huh?
Huh? Charlie shows his face around here. Oh, blow.
Huh?
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, this is between the two of you.
Hey, I'm telling you, I've never done it. I mean, how the fuck would I even... Ugh. Forget it. What do you want? Unless you reckon you can help me with that thieving twat over there.
I'm trying to find someone.
I don't know, Riley. I do remember someone asking about a Geiger counter, though. Brown hair, could be about 40. That was ages ago, mind you. Can't remember what his name was. If Penelope was here, she'd be able to help. She's got a record of everyone I've traded with. But McMurray's got a stash somewhere, doesn't he?
I wanted to ask you about something else. Can you give me any more information about the case?
Told you. He nicked Penny, didn't he?
Do you have any proof?
Well, no. But he's good at covering his tracks, isn't he? I already asked around. No one saw him do it. And he isn't gonna talk, is he? But if you reckon you can find Penny, I'll throw some caps your way. And she might have the info you're looking for.
I'll see what I can do.
Cheers, mate. She looks like one of those Miss Nannies, but pink. Don't know what that bastard did to her, but she's gotta be around here somewhere.
Sounds like we may have another case on our hands.
Still can't believe I can have a bath in a sewer, but...
Nice Pip-Boy.
Running from something.
Excuse me.
Not gonna answer any of your questions, but I'll trade if that's what you're after.
Tell me about these robots.
You mean the ones those two down there are arguing about? You really want to get involved in that as well? Look, all I know is what they're saying. McMurray stole Penelope and Griffith smashed up the lieutenant. But I haven't seen anything like that. And honestly, I just don't think either of them would do that sort of thing. Anyway, Michelle and Faisal are the robot experts around here, if anyone is. Anyway, you buying anything?
Please, tell me what you know.
Truly, I don't know anything about this guy. And I don't know if I'd tell you, even if I did. So, are we trading, or what?
That's all for now.
Yes.
You'll be looking to gear up.
Heard the broad you were rescuing wasn't even kidnapped. Maybe you ain't cut out for this stuff anymore, eh, Nikki?
I always figured trolls were...
Fred,
Is there something else?
tell me about these robots.
I suppose you've been recruited by McMurray. Or Griffiths. Or both. It's a bit of a strange one, really. I took a look at the lieutenant, or lieutenant, and there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Couldn't see any damage or anything like that. It makes me think it might be a software issue. Michelle upstairs had a look and came to the same conclusion. Unfortunately, there isn't much you can do about that these days, and I have no idea what happened to Penelope. McMurray's been telling everyone that she just left, which I suppose is possible if she went through one of the sewer tunnels. Otherwise, someone would have noticed. Either that or he's hidden her somewhere, but that doesn't seem like an easy thing to do.
How do I get past the security grate?
I suppose I could give you the keys. Might be best not to tell Mason, though. But it doesn't seem like a good idea to me if you don't know which way she went, or even if she's out there. It's a bit of a maze, and the further away from the sluice you get, the more likely you are to run into something unpleasant. But I suppose it's up to you.
Thank you.
Sure thing. Well, I'd better get back to it. Good luck.
Hey.
Yeah, sorry. Got a lot to get on with.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good day to you.
It's such a relief not to have to worry about it anymore.
Hey, so I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you look like the kind of person who eats food, right?
Yeah, I've eaten food.
Perfect. Then you are just the sort of customer I can cater for. Potatoes, carrots, melons, corn. Healthy stuff. Gourd. Not the 200-year-old Salisbury steak that runs through you like the Boston Express, am I right? Perfect fuel for, whatever it is you're doing here. So, what do you say?
No kidding. That's a good-looking crop to boot.
I'm looking for someone.
Yeah? Riley. I know this woman called Riley over at the boxes. 230 years old, but you'd never tell. All wigs and shades. French accent. Don't suppose that's who you're after?
No.
You sure? Could be an elaborate disguise, But I guess you're the detective. So, you need something to chew on while you work the case?
Tell me about these robots.
You mean Penelope and Lieutenant? Shame that, losing those two. I don't know what happened down there. All I know is I've seen Griffiths and Penelope come up here a few times. And yeah, they'd be alone together in one of those rooms for a while, so maybe they really were, But other than that, I can't really tell you much. If Penelope left the sluice, she didn't do it through here. Someone would have known. There's an access ladder over there, but I've never seen a Miss Nanny climb one of those before. And I don't think her thruster would have got her all the way up there. What I can tell you is that, if all this sleuthing is working up an appetite, I've got a corner of the cob with your name on it.
Let's see what you have.
Here you go.
Huh? Crops been growing pretty good lately. Farming's is on.
Hey, Kate.
What's up?
You holding up okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
What's on your mind?
Feel like Finch could have really helped us back there. Damn crazies.
That's all.
Okay.
No crops.